coronavirus fears have caused massive stock market swings over the past couple weeks. But what exactly is going on, and how should we all be responding?
Well, here with a recap on the market is certified financial planner and president of Shakiba Capital, Trevor Shakiba. Welcome back to the show. Happy Friday.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, Friday is the good news here. So we're looking at the market now. I believe we have a live look at the numbers, and again, we're down.
Lots of red.
Yeah, a lot of red.
Look, it has been a crazy 2 weeks. I mean, just a couple stats that I saw. Number one, last week we actually experienced a correction, which by definition is a 10% pullback or more. We saw that in the quickest time frame ever. 6 days, I'm talking ever, to see a pullback that quick. And then this week we've seen, it seems, 1,000 points up or down every single day. So there's been a lot of volatility. It's actually reminded me somewhat of 2008 and 09, which I didn't think I would say that again.
Election years, Trevor, always seem to bring on a lot of uncertainty. Now we have the coronavirus, people are canceling their trips. So this should not come as a surprise given what's happening in the world right now.
Yeah, so extreme volatility usually comes with extreme uncertainty. And you mentioned it, coronavirus, the potential for a global economic slowdown. We don't know that for sure, but that's what the market's concerned about. And then, as we've talked a number of times already, an election. And we saw recently there was some different things going on there. The thing is that, look, eventually this is going to settle. So, you know, don't project this out forever. Remember, this too shall pass. And we're going to talk about this. Most people shouldn't be watching this every single day. And if you're losing sleep, I would just recommend turning it off.
Right, it's almost sort of trying to ignore it, right? Because what you're saying, what this means for me right now in the current situation is, like everything, don't panic.
Yeah, and what I put here is for most people, it doesn't mean anything. You should still be focused on your long-term financial goals, some of which would be 15, 20, or 30 years out. So what happens day to day isn't going to affect that in any way, shape, or form, right? Execute your plan. And if you don't have a financial plan, I would really recommend that you figure out how to get one or work with someone so you can take this emotion out, because as we've talked about, that is the biggest mistake a lot of people make, is they react emotionally.
I was chatting with a friend on the phone the other morning, and he was saying that he sees this actually as an opportunity. He plays the market, and he said this is a great chance to get out there and purchase some of these companies on sale.
Yeah, so that's a very smart way of looking at it. And I said, hey, maybe change your thinking, because I'm tired of talking about all the bad news.
Right.
So how do we think differently here? So someone like Warren Buffett, he usually tries to take advantage when things like this happen and there's uncertainty. So one thing I said here is, if you have some extra cash, maybe consider putting it to work or dollar cost averaging that into the market a certain amount every month. And my last point here is look at it as a way to buy the greatest companies in the world, Apple, Amazon, whatever those might be, on sale.
Okay, I love a good sale.
There you go.
I do. So what if, this is kind of branching into the next point here, what if somebody has never invested? Is this still the good time to get in?
Well, I think so, because if you haven't started yet, what better time than now? The market is lower. We're no longer at an all-time high. I'm not advocating taking all of your money and dumping it in, but perhaps if you haven't started, start saving in monthly with any amount. Start your 401k. This would be a fantastic time to go ahead and get going. And look, if you're ever going to achieve those financial goals, you must live below your means and you must invest.
Even if it is a small amount every month. Very quickly, before we let you go, we just heard that the Fed is cutting interest rates. What does this mean for consumers?
Well, look, that's a reaction based on what potentially is going to happen with a global economic slowdown. A couple quick points I would make here is look at your mortgage. So I've heard a lot of people have brought that back up. They've contacted professionals, looked at refinancing. If rates are significantly lower, in fact, they're pretty much at the lowest they can possibly be, look for opportunities to take advantage of debt, because then you would have a lower payment, be able to attack principal much more.
And we all love the idea of a lower payment.
There you go.
That and a sale.
Too bad you can't buy anything these days, Courtney. Not during Lent. Well, Trevor, thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for all your tips. And I think the important underlying thing is that we all stay put, don't panic.
Stay the course, stay disciplined and diversified, and focused on your long-term goals.
All right, Trevor Shakiba, thank you so
you.
much. In the meantime, if you'd like to connect with Trevor, you can visit him online, shakibacapital.com.
Look at that cute family.
Oh,
Family photo.
that's cute.
I love it. Have a great weekend.
You too.